Well, hello there. So welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome and thanks for joining in my nightly reading routine. So I do this like every night now. It's been a few days. I think it's a good routine for me. Yeah, it keeps me reading and get that knowledge thing. So yeah, anyway, today's book will be The Children of Hurin. It's by J R R Tolkien, and this book is a little bit difficult in pronunciations, but they have tips on how to pronounce the consonants, the vowels, so that's interesting. So I'm going to try my best to read, to pronounce the names and all these, the places. Okay, so let's begin. The Children of Hurin, Chapter 1. The Childhood of Turin. Hador Goldenhead was a lord of the Edain, and well beloved by the Eldar. He dwelt while his days lasted under the lordship of Fingolfin, who gave to him wide lands in that region of Hithlum, which was called Dorlomin. His daughter Gloredel wedded Haldir, son of Halmir, lord of the men of Brethil, and at the same feast his son Geldor the Tall wedded Hareth, the daughter of Halmir. Geldor and Hareth had two sons, Hurin and Huor. Hurin was by 3 years the elder, but he was shorter in stature than other men of his kin. In this he took after his mother's people. But in all else he was like Hador, his grandfather, strong in body and fiery of mood. But the fire in him burned steadily, and he had great endurance of will. Of all men of the north, he knew most of the counsels of the Noldor. Huor, his brother, was tall, the tallest of all the Edain, save his own son Tuor only, and a swift runner. But if the race were long and hard, Hurin would be the first home, for he ran as strongly at the end of the course as at the beginning. There was great love between the brothers, and they were seldom apart in their youth. Hurin wedded Morwen, the daughter of Beregund, son of Bregolas of the house of Beor, and she was thus of close kin to Beren one hand. Morwen was dark-haired and tall, and for the light of her glance and the beauty of her face, men called her Eledwyn, the Elven fair. But she was somewhat stern of mood and proud. The sorrows of the house of Beor saddened her heart, for she came as an exile to Dorlomin from Dorthonion after the ruin of the Bregolach. Turin was the name of the eldest child of Hurin and Morwen, and he was born in that year in which Beren came to Doriath and found Luthien Tinuvel, Thingol's daughter. Morwen bore a daughter also to Hurin, and she was named Urwin, but she was called Lilith, which is laughter, by all that knew her in her short life. Huor wedded Arian, the cousin of Morwen. She was the daughter of Belegund, son of Bregolas. By hard fate was she born into such days, for she was gentle of heart and loved neither hunting nor war. Her love was given to trees and to the flowers of the wild, and she was a singer and a maker of songs. 2 months only had she been wedded to Huor, when he went with his brother to the Nirnaith Arnodied, and she never saw him again. But now the tale returns to Hurin and Huor in the days of their youth. It is said that for a while the sons of Galdor dwelt in Brethil as foster sons of Haldir their uncle, after the custom of northern men in those days. They often went to battle with the men of Brethil against the orcs, who now harried the northern borders of their land. For Hurin, though only 17 years of age, was strong, and Huor, the younger, was already as tall as most full-grown men of that people. On a time, Hurin and Huor went with a company of scouts, but they were ambushed by the orcs and scattered, and the brothers were pursued to the ford of Brithiach. There they would have been taken or slain, but for the power of Ulmo that was still strong in the waters of Sirion. And it is said that a mist arose from the river and hid them from their enemies, and they escaped over the Brithiach into Dimbar. There they wandered in great hardship among the hills beneath the sheer walls of the Chrysegrim, until they were bewildered in the deceits of that land and knew not the way to go on or to return. There Thorondor espied them, and he sent 2 of his eagles to their aid, and the eagles bore them up and brought them beyond the encircling mountains to the secret vale of Tumladin and the hidden city of Gondolin, which no man had yet seen. There Turgon the king received them well when he learned of their kin, for Hador was an elf friend, and Ulmo, moreover, had counseled Turgon to deal kindly with the sons of that house, from whom help should come to him at need. Hurin and Huor dwelt as guests in the king's house for well nigh a year, and it is said that in this time Hurin, whose mind was swift and eager, gained much lore of the elves, and learned also something of the counsels and purposes of the king. For Turgon took great liking for the sons of Galdor, and spoke much with them, and he wished indeed to keep them in Gondolin out of love, and not only for his law that no stranger, be he elf or man, who found the way to the secret kingdom or looked upon the city should ever depart again, until the king should open the leaguer and the hidden people should come forth. Wow, I could go on and on. That's part of the story. Yeah, so it seems to go on, and I hope I didn't mess up the pronunciations there. So it's a bit tough, this book, because the story goes, there's a lot of backstories and relationships and all these. wow, this is a massive undertaking to read this. So anyway, if you like this reading, yeah, do give it a like and share if you wish to someone who likes, you know, nighttime reading. Yeah, so that's it from me. It's late, so I gotta go and sleep. So I hope you have a good night too, wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next video. That'll be tomorrow night. I'll see you then. Goodbye.